Breaking news tonight, divers in Jersey City are searching for the water for two emergency workers whose car plunged off of a bridge.
I'm Magee Hickey, in for Mary Calvi.
And I'm Reid Lamberty, and we are going to begin with breaking news on this Christmas night.
There's been a terrible accident on the Lincoln Highway River Bridge. Right now, rescue crews are searching for two emergency workers who apparently drove off the bridge. Carrie Lyon is live in Jersey City with more. Carrie.
Magee, this is a massive rescue operation, and it's almost 3 hours old at this point. Just to give you a little perspective, we're on the Jersey City side of the Lincoln Highway River Bridge. The other side of that bridge is Kearney, New Jersey, and that's where two emergency service workers were traveling from at about 8:15. They were coming over the bridge from Kearney into Jersey City, and the details are still very sketchy, but what we've been able to piece together is that as they were coming over that bridge, the bridge was actually up. Somehow they didn't see that, and they plunged into the deep, dark waters of the Hackensack River. Now, that sparked this massive rescue operation that you can see right now. Emergency workers from all over the place. We have them from Bergen County, Jersey City, the Port Authority, the NYPD, and the Coast Guard, just to name a few, have been on the scene here now. Like I said, almost 3 hours this has been going on. One thing that we do know is that one of those workers has been found and was rushed to University Medical Center. Unclear what the condition of that officer is. The other person we do believe is still in the water, as is the vehicle, and right now divers and emergency workers are still searching for both of those. There are some spokespeople who are on the scene here. We're about a quarter mile away, but so far they're not saying anything. They say when the action on the bridge is over, they'll come over here and talk to us, but that could be several hours from now. We will update you throughout this newscast if new information becomes available. For now, I'm Carrie Lyon in Jersey City. Let's go back to you guys in the studio.
Carrie, quickly, I know the details are still sketchy at this point. Do we have any idea if those emergency workers were in an emergency vehicle and if they were responding to an emergency?
What we know right now, and like you said, those details are very sketchy. We believe that there were two emergency workers who were in that vehicle. They were rushing over the bridge, possibly to deliver flares to some other officers who were on the Jersey City side of the bridge, but obviously they didn't make it.
All right, thank you very much, Carrie Lyon, who will be updating the story throughout this newscast. Well, the pouring rain has hampered the rescue effort. Meteorologist Jeff Berardelli is here with more on that. Jeff.
Magee, the good news is that the rain is starting to slow down. We're seeing it decrease in intensity. It's lightening up just a bit, but we still have a little bit of rain to get through. Peering over my shoulder right here, we're looking at live Doppler, and you can see that the heaviest rain is now over Long Island. Just some lighter rain left over in central and northern parts of New Jersey. I want to zoom on into the area where the emergency occurred, and that again is in the Jersey City area. Here is U.S. Highway 1 right here, and this is the Hackensack River. You can see the Hackensack River right there. That's where the emergency occurred, and you can see that there's just a little spotty drizzle to the south, but the heaviest rain is certainly to the east. I'll have the rest of your forecast details coming up later, Reid.
We'll check back with you then. Thank you, Jeff. Our other big story tonight, of course, celebrating the holidays. The faithful flocked St. Patrick's Cathedral on this Christmas day to celebrate the birth of their Lord. The spirit of giving was alive and well this holiday. Many spent the day volunteering, cooking up Christmas feasts for those less fortunate. And tonight also marks the beginning of Hanukkah around the world, and right here in Midtown, Jews lit menorahs to commemorate the 8-day Festival of Lights. No matter what your background, it was indeed a day to celebrate. A string quintet brought to life the songs of the season at Marble Collegiate Church on West 29th Street this morning. Poinsettias filled the front of the 150-year-old church as the minister spoke of the mystery and miracle of Christmas.
May the mind and heart of Jesus Christ permeate the totality of our being, not only on this day, but in the days to come.
That message helped congregates focus on what's truly important today.
To remember the real reason for the holiday and to get past all the materialism.
The message was much the same at St. Patrick's Cathedral, where Edward Cardinal Egan led the 10:15 morning mass.
My prayerful best wishes for a Christmas filled with every grace and blessing for you, your families, those whom you love.
Many New Yorkers and tourists wanted to capture the spirit of the season in a different way. Just take a look at the hundreds of people surrounding the ice rink at Rockefeller Center.
Merry Christmas! You really feel the Christmas spirit a little bit more with all the trees and all the decorations and everything.
The shops, the excitement, the decorations. It's just the buzz of the place. It's amazing.
Now, from the Vatican to Southeast Asia, people around the world spent this Christmas day praying for peace and the strength to overcome conflict and disaster.
May your hearts be filled with hope and joy.
Thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square to hear Benedict XVI's first Christmas message as Pope. He delivered greetings in 32 languages and prayed for peace in areas of conflict. On the West Bank, church leaders urged a final stop to the bloodshed. In a hopeful sign of better times this Christmas, the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem had the largest turnout of foreign pilgrims in years. Some 30,000 worshipers streamed through the site where they believe Jesus was born. Meanwhile, a somber Christmas in the areas ravaged by the Southeast Asian tsunami. Tomorrow marks the one-year anniversary of the disaster. In Sri Lanka, worshippers prayed for the 35,000 swept away from that nation's shores last December 26th. And on the tile island of Phuket, European tourists honored loved lost ones, lighting candles and placing flowers at a memorial wall.
Back here at home, of course, the holiday season is especially busy for volunteers. Across the city, people are in the spirit of sharing and giving. At the City Rescue Mission, they were handing out coats, gloves, and hats to those in need. New York Cares and Health Plus gave coats to more than 300 homeless shelters this month. Slightly used coats were, of course, donated. The agencies have handed out more than 1 million coats in the past 17 years. And Mayor Bloomberg shared a story with some children at a pediatric unit in the Bronx. The mayor read to children who are patients at Lincoln Hospital. The children listened very closely as the mayor read from 10 Christmas Lights. And New York Senior Senator Charles Schumer was among those who served dinner to thousands in Brooklyn. The volunteers helped during the annual Christmas dinner at Brooklyn's YWCA. The agency wanted the dinner to have a festive family atmosphere. In addition to the holiday meal, there were gifts and toys for all the kids. Well, of course, as you've seen, many are finding ways to help others during this season of giving. CBS 2's Tanya Rivero reports on a group that works hard to reach out to those in need.
Merry Christmas, thank you.
Plenty of holiday cheer filled the kitchen of God's Love We Deliver in the pre-dawn hours as volunteers cooked up 1,500 Christmas Day feasts. The meals are for those living with HIV, AIDS, or other serious illnesses across New York City and in Hudson County, New Jersey.
And what we find is that we're working with people not only on the underlying illness, the cancer or AIDS or what other illness, but also on the impact that the drugs that they're taking has on their appetite.
So to whet that appetite that may have been dulled by medication, the cooks go all out on Christmas. On today's menu, Cornish game hen with porcini mushrooms, New England clam chowder, wild rice, mixed vegetables, and gingerbread cake.
There are a lot of people who need food. There are a lot of people that are much less fortunate than myself and everybody else who's involved. So it's a very good way of giving back, and we make a lot of people happy with that.
Anyone who is unable to cook for themselves because of a serious illness is eligible to receive lunch and dinner 5 days a week from God's Love We Deliver. The only thing that's needed is a doctor's note, and there is no waiting list. From Soho, Tanya Rivero, CBS 2 News.
And if you or someone you know cannot cook for themselves, God's Love We Deliver can help. The agency does deliver meals. The number on the bottom of your screen, 1-800-747-2023.
Well, it's not only Christmas, it's also the first night of the Jewish holiday of Hanukkah. People gathered on Fifth Avenue this evening to light what is billed as the world's largest menorah. One candle is added on each night of the holiday. Sponsored by the Lubavitch Youth Organization, the menorah stands 32 feet high and weighs 4,000 pounds. Hanukkah commemorates the Jewish victory over the Syrian Greek regime more than 2,000 years ago. Hanukkah, of course, is celebrated by Jews around the world. In Jerusalem, hundreds of Jews gathered for an official candle lighting ceremony in the main city square. This is the first time since 1959 that the first night of Hanukkah coincides with Christmas.
Time for a short break, but as we continue tonight, a bittersweet Christmas for our troops during these very difficult times. Coming up, You'll hear their stories.
Then a holiday tragedy. A man delivering Christmas gifts is struck down by a hit-and-run driver.
And we will go back to New Jersey with a live report on the water rescue for 2 missing Jersey City police officers.
This is life. This is Life and Drive. Now lease the all-new Fusion for $199 a month for 36 months. Fusion for a life in drive.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen and Blitzen and all his reindeer are pulling on the reins. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings and...
What's on your wish list? Visit Acura's Drive Home for the holidays and celebrate with special financing on select Acura models.
A Christmas tragedy in Brooklyn. Police are searching for the driver responsible for a deadly hit-and-run accident. 71-year-old Neville Mills died early this morning when he was hit by a car in the Remsen Village section of Brooklyn. The accident happened at the intersection of Rockaway Parkway and Avenue B. Mills was married for 47 years. His family is devastated.
He was a very good husband. I couldn't ask him for nothing, and he do most of the work in here.
I feel there's no Christmas. You feel like an empty void is missing in you.
Neville Mills was on his way home after delivering Christmas gifts.
Meantime, a Bronx man is accused of stabbing a woman to death in their Schuylerville home this morning. Officers arrived at the house on the Cross Bronx Expressway to find 22-year-old Damaris Lopez stabbed in the chest. Police believe 45-year-old Sheldon Becker, who also lives there, stabbed Lopez during an argument. It's not clear at this point if the two are related. Police say Becker also stabbed himself in the arm. He was hospitalized in stable condition.
Straight ahead, troops serving overseas are able to give their loved ones an unforgettable Christmas present.
And when will the rain come to an end? Just got your soggy forecast next.
Simply our best holiday values. Hurry to your Lincoln Mercury dealer for Keep It Simple pricing. The price you see is the price you'll get. Act now and save big on our Consumer's Digest Best Buy winners, like the fuel-efficient Mercury Mariner. Lease one now for just $249 a month for 24 months. And we're waiving your security deposit. And save on the 29-mile-per-gallon Mercury Montego and the redesigned Mercury Mountaineer. But Keep It Simple pricing ends soon. So hurry in to your local Lincoln Mercury dealer today.
Usually greater engine power equals greater fuel consumption. But our new Valvetronic engines are 13% more powerful and still 8% more fuel efficient, offering an impressive 30 miles per gallon. Beyond the ability to perform is the ability to outperform. Test drive the performance sedans that deliver 30 miles per gallon highway at your nearest BMW center.
Great party!
Yeah!
I wish I had a Sprint picture phone.
Happy holidays!
Woo! Woohoo! Now I really wish I had a Sprint picture phone.
Me too. Now get a Sprint picture phone. Free. Just in time for the holidays. The best gift givers give Sprint. Available at Sprint or Nextel stores. Sprint. Yes, you can.
America is choosing Chrysler. And now during the Chrysler year-end event, you've got even more to choose from on our best lineup of vehicles, like the luxurious Town & Country. You can choose our Miles of Freedom plan, where you can get 2 years of gas and scheduled maintenance and a 5-year, 60,000-mile limited warranty on PT Cruiser, Pacifica, and Town & Country. Or qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can lease a Town & Country for only $269 a month. Great lineup, great deals. The Chrysler year-end event, going on now, but only until January 3rd.
Saab was founded by 16 aircraft engineers. Their spirit lives on. The turbocharged Saab 9.3 Sport Sedan with an estimated 31 miles per gallon highway. When you used to build jets, you don't build just another car. Saab, born from jets. Take off in the Saab 9.3 Sports Sedan, Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's top safety pick Gold Award winner.
We're following breaking news, an update on the water search in the Hackensack River. Kerry Lyon is live in Jersey City with an update. Kerry.
Magee, we do have confirmation now that these were two Jersey City police officers, not emergency service workers, who were coming over the Lincoln Highway River Bridge from Kearney here into Jersey City, possibly to deliver some flares to some other police officers. The bridge was up at the time, though, and somehow those two officers didn't see it or they didn't notice it. There has been a lot of rain. It has been very foggy. We're not sure if perhaps the lights on the bridge weren't working, and they plunged into the Hackensack River, which is very cold and very deep, maybe about 45 feet deep. We do understand that one of those police officers was found by divers, taken to University Medical Center in Newark. We don't know the condition of that officer. And as far as we know right now, the other officer, as well as the vehicle, is still in the river, and there is still a ton of activity up on the bridge. A massive rescue operation now underway for that second police officer and also the vehicle that plunged into the waters about 8:15 this evening. We'll bring you more information as it comes to us. For now, we're live in Jersey City. Magee, let's go back to you in the studio.
Kerry, have you heard any idea how long an officer could survive in the water?
It's really unclear. I mean, if they actually were able to get out of the vehicle and they were able to tread water, then it could perhaps be several hours. But if they were trapped in that vehicle, it's really unclear at this time. And like I said, while we do believe that one of those officers was taken to University Medical Center in Newark, we do not know the condition right now of that officer.
All right, Kerry Lyon reporting for us in Jersey City. Thank you so much, Kerry. We'll get back to you later on in the newscast. Meantime, Christmas was simply just another day in Iraq for American troops on the front lines. At least 18 people were killed across the war-torn country, including 2 Americans and 5 Iraqi soldiers. They were killed by bombings in Baghdad. U.S. Army soldiers also carried out pre-dawn raids in an upscale neighborhood where roadside bombs had been turning up. They dubbed the target Whoville, after the village raided by Dr. Seuss's Grinch on Christmas morning.
Well, the war may be half a world away, but it continues to be on the minds of many Americans this Christmas who have loved ones serving our nation. In cities across the country, a joyous welcome for soldiers returning home from Iraq.
Oh, it's awesome. It's a lot of people. I can barely get through the lines in there.
Coming home at Christmas time was the best present ever. Sergeant Brian Hodges returned to Kentucky after a year in Iraq.
This is all man could ever ask for, sir.
But their happiness is tempered by other soldiers headed in the opposite direction.
I leave my wife and my kids. That's what hurts.
In Atlanta, military families spent Christmas Eve in the airport waiting for their loved ones to head out.
I've been crying basically all day, all week.
Now, this is the U.S. military's 3rd Christmas in Iraq, and many soldiers are hoping it will be the last.
All right, time now to check weather, and let's check in with the meteorologist, Jeff Berardelli. It was a rainy night, and really rained a lot tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, it certainly did. Some places had about 1 to 2 inches of rain. In fact, it still is raining cats and dogs, not literally, folks, over Long Island right now. Nassau, Suffolk County, and also into New Haven County, we have some advisories I want to tell you about. But first, I want to take you outside right now in Times Square. You will notice that that glaze, that shine on the roads, not like it used to be, not like it was earlier. So the rain is letting up in Manhattan right now. It's letting up over New Jersey, but still, again, very heavy rain across portions of Long Island and also into Connecticut. We'll take you to live Doppler right now. You can see what I mean. There's still some light rain left over in New Jersey. Still a little patchy light rain and drizzle around Staten Island and also right up into the city. But the heaviest stuff by far is right along the New Jersey shore, places like Belmar, all the way up to around Sandy Hook, over Raritan Bay, and then right through the heart of Long Island, Nassau, and western parts of Suffolk County. Eastern Suffolk County is okay right now. And that extends further north up into Connecticut as well. Let's zoom in on this area. Again, there's going to be some problems on the roads. Watch for water gathering, especially intersections and low-lying areas, and slow it down if you're still headed home from the relatives, if you're going to be out tonight. Westbury, Levittown right now, Comac, Huntington, very patchy heavy rain. Where you see the yellow, that's where the heaviest stuff is, and also some reds embedded just to the south of Islip right here. That rain will be moving over Long Island too. And notice the southwestern part of Connecticut right now, Stamford, New Canaan, also some heavy downpours. This rain is in really no hurry to leave right now. It's basically stuck. The zone of rain is stuck right here, and it's going to be stuck there and very gradually move towards the east over the next few hours or so. All right, the advisories across the area right now. Again, urban flood advisory in effect for Nassau County, Suffolk County, and also into New Haven County through the early morning hours. Figured for the next few hours or so that rain is going to be gathering on the roads. Okay, so the rain is ending now to the west, but it's going to linger over Long Island and Connecticut. The storm backlash is actually going to bring the clouds back in during the day tomorrow. There'll be some showers around probably during the later part of the afternoon, and don't be surprised if you see some flakes north and west of the city because we have some cold air that's going to be spiraling in from the west. The chilly air is going to filter down during the afternoon. It'll be kind of a mild start, but during the afternoon the breezy northwest winds are going to pick up, and then we're really going to start to see that colder air move in. Look at this temperature. It's been up 8 degrees over the past several hours or so. It's 53 degrees right now, and the wind is south at around 9 miles an hour or so, but that's going to change tomorrow. Again, that northwesterly wind is going to usher in the colder air, and temperatures will stay steady tomorrow. 50 in Brooklyn right now, but notice the colder air to the north and west. Temperatures around 39 in Sussex. Here's that zone of rain that's really in no big hurry to move out. It's going to be stuck the next couple hours over Nassau and Suffolk County. That's going to cause some flooding. Here's the colder air with some snow showers. Again, we could inherit a couple of snow showers later tomorrow, and those snow showers could be kicked off probably during the mid to later part of the afternoon. So the rain ends overnight as low pressure begins to move on out and colder air surges in during the day tomorrow. Again, a few showers in the city possible during the afternoon, and it's mainly a cloudy day. The chill is in and out on Tuesday, and we mild it up as we head into Wednesday, if you will. So periods of rain ending after midnight, a low down to around 42 degrees or so. During the day tomorrow, again, temperatures steady in the 40s, probably falling later in the day. A couple of flakes north and west, few showers in the city possibly. And tomorrow's mainly a cloudy day. And here's your extended forecast. Nothing big, no big cold snaps. Nice on Tuesday and Wednesday. Next storm is rain Thursday into Friday. Okay?
Mild, mild, mild.
Love those temperatures.
Not bad for this time of year, that's for sure, right?
All right, JB,
Thanks, Jeff. A dream Christmas matchup, Kobe versus Shaq. Find out who came up on top.
And Giants fans watching closely tonight's football games. Ducis Rogers up next with sports.
Only the second time.
Make this a December she'll truly remember at the December to Remember sales event, where you'll find the best values of the year on your favorite Lexus vehicles. See your New York, New Jersey, Connecticut Lexus dealer.
Treasure Island's Day After Christmas sale starts soon, and you can save up to 70% off everything in the Christmas and craft shop.
Treasure Island's huge Day After Christmas sale starts December 26th. All stores open 7 a.m. Treasure Island, it's America's Christmas store.
This Christmas,
Gunner's breathing on me.
give each other some space. When it comes to family, you missed. Father knows best.
Can I go to the movies with Elliot tonight?
What do you do for a living, Elliot?
I'm in 8th grade.
Steve Martin.
You actually bought that shirt?
Hey, every dad is entitled to one hideous shirt and one horrible sweater. It's part of the dad code.
Cheaper by the dozen, too.
Your son is doing a move.
What move?
You fake a yawn and comes over. Is there a problem here?
He was showing me the move. Rated PG. Now playing only in theaters.
2005 was
At the happy 100 days, you will find for thee many choice accords and a sweet deal that's so lovely.
You can be sure the beautifully restyled, reimagined Accord will get you in the holiday spirit. We didn't compromise a thing, and neither should you. Go see it at your Honda dealer now. Lease an Accord for $239 a month with a total drive-off of $19.99 for well-qualified customers.
Happy 100 days.
At LendingTree.com, you can get low home equity rates without a lot of work. Just think what you can do with all the time you save. When banks compete, you win at LendingTree.com.
Giants fans watched, of course, yesterday, but they're also watching tonight. Deuce's big game.
The Giants themselves are watching. The Giants have a vested interest in tonight's Ravens-Vikings game. A Minnesota loss automatically puts the Giants into the playoffs. Minnesota was a train wreck early in the season. Now they're playing for their playoff lives. Brad Johnson, 5-yard TD pass to Jermaine Wiggins. It's 14-7 Minnesota. The Ravens respond. In the third quarter, Kyle Bowler goes to the air. What a catch by Mark Clayton. That's a 47-yard connection. We're tied at 17. Now the fourth. Bowler airs it out for Derek Mason. Good for 39 yards. The Ravens lead right now 27-20. We are in the fourth quarter. Santa's got his work done early enough to get to Green Bay for the Packers and Bears. Rex Grossman back in as the starter. Hits Muhsin Muhammad in the first quarter, a 12-yard touchdown, 7-0 Chicago. The Packers would tie it at 7, but that's as close as they get. The Bears score the next 17 points. Thomas Jones in from the 2-yard line there. Then in the third quarter, Brett Favre's miserable season continues. He's intercepted by Lance Briggs. The easy touchdown. The Bears win 24-17. They clinch a first-round bye. The Jets play under the lights of Monday Night Football tomorrow when they host the Super Bowl champion Patriots. Basketball now, a Christmas Day special in the NBA. The Lakers and Heat. It's the NBA's version of As the World Turns with Shaq and Kobe, Pat Riley and Phil Jackson. Shaq and Kobe don't even acknowledge each other, probably because Kobe's wearing tights. What's up with that, leotards? Fourth quarter, Dwayne Wade leaves it for the big fella. He throws it down. Shaq with 18 points, Miami up by 1. Later in the fourth, L.A. now with the lead. Shaq grabs one of his 17 rebounds out to Gary Payton. 3-ball, 21 points for Payton. Miami up 94-92. Now a 3-point Heat lead. Time running out. Kobe for the tie. It's off the mark. Shaq enjoys it as Miami wins this game 97-92. Another big Christmas Day game in the NBA. Spurs and Pistons, a rematch of last year's finals in which San Antonio won. Tim Duncan, minus the belly in the red suit, playing the role of Santa. Fourth quarter, Duncan backs in. He gets the bucket and the foul, but San Antonio still trails. At the other end, Chauncey Billups, pump fake, hits a three-pointer. The Pistons open up a 73-62 lead. Moments later, Billups will drive, while Ben Wallace has his back. The Pistons win 85-70. Sports Wrap Live is just ahead. Tonight we'll hear from what is turned into a desperate Giants team. They're at Oakland next week. We'll count down the top 10 New York sports moments of 2005 and the top 10 New York sports finishes of the year. Two separate categories there. Rutgers is set to make its first bowl appearance since 1978, and we'll get to know Giants cornerback Corey Webster, all coming up at 11:35 on Sports Wrap Live. Join us then.
Kobe's tights could be a fashion statement. I want to see how many young kids are going to be wearing tights now when they play basketball.
It won't be me. How about you?
Yeah.
I'm already wearing that one.
Up next, another live report on the water rescue in Jersey City.
That's coming up next.
Closed caption is brought to you by Toyota. Choose any direction as long as it's moving you forward.
Happy holidays from all of us at the Two Crew.
Available for a remarkable year-end lease of $4.95 a month.
Getting the perfect gift. With the American Express gift card, you're giving endless ways to make everyone happy. From dance lessons to ski school. Instead of one place, it's good all over the place. The American Express gift card, available at any Astoria Federal branch.
I pay you $500 to do that?
Like the thunderbolt in your cereal, wake up and smell the toxic waste.
The Supreme Wisdom of David Lee Roth. Mornings on 92.3 Free FM starting January 3rd.
BMW's 5 Series with active roll stabilization virtually eliminates body roll when taking a curve. A concept you find even more compelling from behind the wheel. Beyond taking a corner, is defying the laws of gravity. Lease a BMW 525i for $439 a month through January 3rd.
Now, more on a developing story we've been following tonight.
The search for a Jersey City police officer whose car plunged off the Hackensack River Bridge. CBS 2's Carrie Lyon joins us live once again from Jersey City. Carrie?
Reid and Magee, we just got our first official comment on this. We just heard from Jersey City Chief of Police Robert Troy, who, while not providing many details on what happened, did say that they're dealing with a tragedy here. Let's listen to what he had to say just about 5 minutes ago.
Good evening. At 8:20 tonight, we had a tragic accident concerning two of our officers. Ongoing situation that we have here, and all the agencies involved, ourselves, the state police, the Port Authority police, are all assisting in this matter. We'll have a lot more to discuss with you guys as this thing progresses. As it stands right now, we're working on a tragedy right now, and we really don't have much more to say about that. Thanks.
Can you just tell us if you've recovered anybody and if there's been any fatality?
No comment. Not now.
As you heard, we did try to ask him a few more questions just about the condition of the two police officers, one who we believe is already at University Medical Center in Newark, the other who we believe is still in the water in 45-foot deep Hackensack River. As you can see, the scene is still very active here. As he said, the police chief rushed off, got back to the scene, and like he said, he believes they're dealing with a tragedy here. What that means exactly, though, we still can't tell you. We're live in Jersey City. Carrie Lyon, CBS 2 News. Back to you.
Oh, thank you, Carrie. What a sad story, Christmas night.
It certainly is. Of course, we will be following it tomorrow morning, CBS 2 News at 5 a.m. Of course, that does it for CBS 2 News at 11. I'm Reid Lamberty.
And I'm Magee Hickey in for Mary Calvi. Stay tuned for Sports Wrap live with Ducis Rogers coming up next.